Martin has known Erika for years. Now, allegedly, she was with Erika when Mikey.
Tracy Martin has reportedly known Erika for a long time, possibly over 15 years, and has been implicated in recent speculation surrounding Erika's personal life. Allegedly, she was with Erika when Mikey and Elizabeth made an important call, which has led to a lot of questions online. Observers are wondering why Tracy was present during what was described publicly as a hospital visit with Erika's mother. Supporters of Erika argue that having a friend present during a stressful time is normal, while critics suggest that the presence of Tracy hints at a deeper relationship, fueling speculation about Erika's dating history. The rumors have intensified following claims from Candace Owens, who has suggested there might be footage or other evidence that could shed light on the situation, and people are eagerly waiting to see if she will release it. Erika has been in the public eye for years, and her past dating history has come under scrutiny recently, particularly regarding whether she may have been romantically involved with women before she met Charlie. While Erika publicly stated that she was not dating anyone during her time in New York, old social media posts and messages have prompted people to question her statements. Screenshots and resurfaced posts have circulated online, some implying she had relationships with women and even referencing someone as her wife. Observers noted the timing of these posts, which coincided with Erika's public statements about not being involved with anyone, making the contradiction particularly striking. Social media users quickly seized on these old posts, analyzing messages, tweets, and photos for hints about her private life. Some of the content that resurfaced includes messages that critics have deemed inappropriate, given the age difference between Erika and the person she was communicating with. For instance, tweets from years ago depict interactions with a minor, though the authenticity and context of these messages remain unverified. Supporters emphasize that allegations based on screenshots alone are not conclusive and that social media content can be manipulated or misinterpreted. Nevertheless, the discussion shifted from speculation about past relationships to serious concerns about character and behavior. The alleged age differences and suggestive nature of certain posts led to outrage and demands for clarification, with many calling for Erika to publicly address these claims. Complicating matters further, Erika's online history shows a dramatic shift in image around the time she met Charlie. In 2017, posts and memes hinted at close relationships with women, including the mention of a wife in a public tweet. By 2018, Erika presented herself as a traditional Christian wife, a change that led some to question the authenticity of her public persona and whether her previous relationships were intentionally downplayed. Observers have noted the rapidity of this transformation, describing it as a rebrand from a social and dating life that seemed open and party-oriented to one that appeared more reserved and structured. Critics argue that the timeline raises serious questions about transparency and motives, while supporters stress that people evolve and relationships can change. Candace Owens' involvement added another layer to the narrative. In episodes of her podcast, she reportedly reviewed timelines, screenshots, and posts, suggesting discrepancies between Erika's public statements and her online history. Candace framed these observations as questions about consistency and truthfulness rather than direct accusations, but her detailed analysis prompted a strong reaction online. Her audience dissected Erika's posts, re-examined relationships, and speculated about motives, turning what might have been minor social media curiosity into a full-blown controversy. The discussion was amplified by claims that Erika was allegedly not at her mother's side during a crucial hospital visit, but rather with Tracy Martin, a longtime acquaintance now rumored to be more than just a friend. If true, this claim would significantly alter public understanding of Erika's personal circumstances at the time, leading to further debate about honesty, relationships, and transparency. Tracy Martin's long-standing connection to Erika has drawn attention because it predates Charlie's involvement in Erika's life. The fact that she was allegedly with Erika during the hospital call, combined with Candace's assertions about their close relationship, has led to speculation that their connection may have been romantic rather than strictly platonic. Critics suggest that the depth and longevity of their relationship, if accurately described, could have complicated Erika's later public image and her reported transition into marriage with Charlie. Supporters of Erika, however, argue that close friendships of many years can naturally involve trust and proximity, particularly in difficult situations, and that this should not automatically be interpreted as evidence of a romantic relationship. The online conversation escalated further as social media users revisited older content from Erika's past. This included photos, captions, and tweets that some interpreted as evidence of relationships or behavior inconsistent with her later statements. One viral moment involved a British commentator sharing a photo of Erika, labeling it in a way that implied she was a lesbian. The post, combined with other resurfaced content, encouraged observers to revisit the timeline of Erika's dating life and reevaluate her statements about previous relationships. People began piecing together information like detectives, collecting screenshots, timestamps, and captions to create a comprehensive narrative that they believed contrasted sharply with Erika's public claims. This approach, while speculative, intensified the online debate. At the heart of the scrutiny is the idea that Erika's public persona and her private life may not align perfectly. Critics argue that her past posts show a pattern of relationships and behavior that was not reflected in her public statements. Some suggest that focusing on male partners could have been a way to divert attention from relationships with women or to simplify her narrative for the public. Others counter that people have the right to privacy and that it is unreasonable to judge someone solely based on old social media activity. Nonetheless, the contrast between the public story and the apparent social media history has fueled widespread curiosity, analysis, and speculation. The discussion became more serious with the emergence of alleged inappropriate interactions between Erika and a significantly younger individual. Screenshots shared online reportedly show messages with suggestive content. While supporters maintain these could be fabricated, cropped, or misleading, the allegations alone generated significant concern. They shifted the conversation from mere speculation about dating history to issues of character and morality, raising questions about past behavior that go beyond romantic relationships. Critics have called for clear explanations, while supporters caution against assuming guilt without verified evidence. The tension between these perspectives continues to define public discussion around Erika. Candace Owens' role in the controversy has been pivotal. By presenting details, timelines, and screenshots, she has encouraged her audience to scrutinize Erika's past actions more thoroughly. While she frames her presentation as investigative and analytical rather than accusatory, the effect has been to amplify the online conversation, encourage re-examination of Erika's posts, and generate intense speculation about her private life. The potential existence of further evidence, such as unreleased footage or more comprehensive documentation, has kept attention focused on the situation and fueled ongoing debate about whether the truth will be revealed. The narrative around Erika's relationships, dating history, and social media activity has been complicated by her sudden transition from public life as a social, outgoing individual to a more reserved, traditional image after meeting Charlie. Observers have noted the abruptness of this shift and questioned whether the public persona she adopted was entirely reflective of her private life. The possible connections to Tracy Martin, along with allegations of continued relationships with women after her marriage, have further fueled speculation about authenticity and transparency. While supporters emphasize personal growth and privacy, critics see patterns of contradiction and selective disclosure. Public focus intensified with the rumors about Erika's whereabouts during Charlie's critical medical incident. The discrepancy between her public statement, which claimed she was at her mother's side, and the alleged presence of Tracy Martin has sparked debate about honesty, reporting, and context. Critics argue that the inconsistency raises serious questions, while supporters point out that stressful, chaotic circumstances can lead to errors or differing accounts. The allegations, if verified, could have substantial implications for public understanding of the events and relationships involved. In addition to personal relationships, Erika's professional projects, including the Romanian Orphanage and the Romanian Angels Initiative, have been revisited in the context of her alleged past conduct. Some of these efforts have faced public criticism, and critics have tied them into the broader discussion of her personal character and behavior. This layering of allegations, both professional and personal, has created a complex and often confusing narrative for followers and commentators trying to piece together an accurate picture. Overall, the situation has generated intense online interest, with supporters and critics locked in debate over interpretation, context, and credibility. Some argue that long-term friendships, evolving identities, and the stress of public life can explain apparent contradictions. Others insist that the patterns revealed online indicate deliberate obfuscation or hidden aspects of Erika's personal life. Social media has amplified every detail, old posts, and alleged screenshots, contributing to a persistent and escalating discussion that has drawn widespread attention.